Alright, hey everybody, this is Thundy. I wanted to show you all how to set up proximity chat from your end. So give me just a second here. I actually have everything right here. So the first thing that you're going to want is the Fabric installer, I'm going to put this in the description below so that all the links are up. Um, but let me grab Fabric installer. So it's going to look like this. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download the Fabric installer. If you get this, just click on keep. And then once it's downloaded, you'll see it here. You can click the up arrow like this and click on show in folder, and it'll show exactly where it's at. So right here, it's it shows Fabric Installer 0.7.4. You're gonna need this for using proximity chat and loading up mods, etc. Alright, so the next thing that we're gonna need to do is open up our app data. So you just click down in the search below. If you don't have this search box right here, you can go to the start menu and go down to run. So I believe it's under Windows System and run. So right here, it's kind of the same thing. And then you can type in %, app data, %, click OK, and it'll bring up your folder here. And you'll see like app data, roaming, and then you'll see your .minecraft folder. Open up .minecraft, and here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a folder called mods. So if you've never done this before, you're not going to have this folder. So you'll have to right click over to the side, go to new, go to folder, and then just create a folder called mods. I'm going to delete that because I already have it. And then just drag and drop Fabric installer. It looks like there's actually a new version of this, so I'll just keep the one I got for now because it's not a big deal. But if you have an older version for 1.16, what you're going to want to do is remove it, that Fabric installer, bring this one over, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to double click it, and you're going to see this. Once this box pops up, click on install. It'll let you know that it's installed. I'm not going to do this because I've already done it, but click on install and it should come up and install Fabric. What that's going to do is it's going to... let me exit out of this real quick because I forgot that Minecraft was up. But what that's going to do is it's going to... let's see, launchers... Whoops, survival, Minecraft... once the launcher's up, it's going to show like Fabric Loader 1.17. And that's what you're going to want. Alright, so the next thing that you're going to want is we're going to need to get Fabric API. If you want Optifine, you're going to need OptiFabric and the Optifine 1.17 preview. And then we're also going to get voice chat. Okay, so we can get Optifine from the Optifine page. And right now they're up to preview 21. Just download that. Once it's downloaded, we're going to do the same thing. I'm not going to download it, but it's going to show up down here. You're going to click on show in folder. You're going to find it. And you're going to drag it to your mods folder. If you have a previous version of Optifine, you're going to either want to make a backup folder where you're going to drag that to so you don't lose it, or because you can't have two Optifines, one of them is going to be outdated and it's going to crash your game. So you're going to want to have a version of Optifine that works for 1.17. So drag that in there, make sure it's the only Optifine in this folder. If you need to, like I said, make another folder, drag any of the older mods that you're using that's not 1.17 friendly, and drag those in there to make a backup. Alright, so we'll need to get Optifine. And again, I'm going to put the link in the description of the video so it'll be real easy to access and download. But make sure that when you come to this page that you don't click on 1.16.5 where it says show all versions or whatever. These are not what you're looking for. You want to be underneath Minecraft 1.17, click on preview versions, and click on that top one. Right at the time of this recording, it's preview 21. It might be something a little bit more, but then just click on download and get that. Cool. Alright, so next we're going to want to get OptiFabric so that we can tell Fabric to use Optifine. So we're going to click on that. Alright, so OptiFabric at the time of this recording, 1.11.1, adds support for 1.17 previews and 1.17 itself. So it's safe to use, so I would say use OptiFabric at least 1.11.1 or above. So click on download. When you click on download, it's going to take you to another page. And then it'll automatically download. I'm not going to download this. I'm going to actually discard it. But once it's downloaded, once again, show in folder, go to mods, drag it over. And that's all you have to do. Okay, so next, what you're going to want to do is get Fabric API. So we can get that. This is going to load up all the mods for us. So it's definitely important to have here. Now for this one, you're going to want to get at least 0.35.1. This works for 1.17. This was uploaded a day ago, and in fact, I probably need to update mine. But that's okay. We won't talk about that. We'll just talk about like what you need to do. So 0.35.1, get that, download it. Again, it's going to show up down here. Once it's done, show in folder, drag it over to your mods folder, and then Fabric API is up. All these links, again, will be in the description of the video. Then you need simple voice chat. So for a simple voice chat, you're going to go to this link. Now, this link will say 1.17. If you try to get simple voice chat and if it says 1.16.5 here, you do not want to get that. Also, don't use the download here on the right side. Use the one in the white box. If you download this one right here, it's going to download for game version 1.16.5 for this one. This one's like, okay, this is the anyways, yeah, do this one. Don't do that one. Alright, and you can see like that it's a Fabric mod right here. So you have to have Fabric. It's not going to work with like Forge or anything like that. So download it. Again, it'll show up down here, show in folder, drag it to your mods folder. If you're running a server, you will also have to add this to a Fabric server. So if you're using like Apex, you're going to have to make that like an Apex server. You're also going to have Fabric API in a mods folder. So you're going to have to use FileZilla, create a mods folder. Make sure that you spell mods with no capitalized letters. That's all lowercase. And then you're going to have to drag that in there as well. And then you'll have to restart your server to get it to initialize the voice chat. Alright, so once that's going, then you should be able to log into Minecraft. And let's just say the server is already up and running. And I'll go over like a little bit of settings that's really useful. So I'm going to log into a family server that I have for GriffinCraft. Okay, give me just a second. Go to GriffinCraft. Alright, so here we are. So one thing that you might notice is I have this, on the bottom left corner you see a microphone. If I press the VS and Victor button, it takes you to the voice chat settings. Here you can mute your microphone. in case like you don't want anyone to hear you. A good setup, if you go to settings, you're gonna see this. It's gonna say push to talk. This means you have to use the caps lock to talk anytime you want to talk. I don't like that personally, so I'm gonna use push to talk, or I'm gonna click push to talk in order to get activation type voice. So in other words, when you talk, it's gonna recognize it and it's going to actually use the mic to project sound. So that's a good thing to set up. If you're in the same room with someone else, one good thing to do so there's no echo effect between you and the other person, go to adjust players volumes, and then you can kind of like click on next in order to drag them down. So this is my son and this is my wife, and we're all in the same room together, so I got us all dragged all the way down so that we can't hear each other. But for other players that show up, they can show up and we can talk to them and they won't hear that echo effect. So it's a really good thing to have. Cool. If you have any issues with like hardware, like it's not recognizing your microphone or your speakers, you can always like click this to select it. So good to know about. If you don't want to use proximity chat and you're all like doing your own thing but you still like to talk, you can make a group chat right here, and you can name the group chat like not whatever you want. So I'm gonna say family chat, and then anybody can join it, and it works kind of like Discord, where you don't actually have to log into Discord. You can just log into the game and the game will run your audio as well, and then you can get into this group chat and everybody can actually just talk to each other regardless of proximity, which is kind of a nice feature. Like sometimes you're working on your base and you don't want to have to go somewhere just to talk to somebody, but you don't want to type either because that's taken like time to out of like building stuff. So sometimes having a group chat's nice, right? But if you want to use proximity chat, then you don't really want to be in the group, so you can just leave and press escape to exit. And proximity chat is great, especially if you're an admin like this, because you can do something like this and be like, boo! And scare your kids. There you go. Alright. Alright, everyone. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. And you all have a fantastic day. Bye!